Cancer, let's get your September energy update going. However you resonate with this sign, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, does not matter. There might be a nugget of wisdom in here for you. The crown is on. We are calling through messages always and only from the highest vibration of love and light, always and only in the highest good of anyone who receives. Cancer, September. What's going on? I've got a lot of beautiful people I love who are Cancer suns. You know how you don't really know the rest of their charts, right? It's like we just know everybody's sun sign, and that's such a small piece of who they are. But I have a brother who's Cancer sun, and Cancer is my opposite sign, and it just makes so much sense when I think about it. But again, not the full picture, right? Okay. And my mother was a Cancer, July 1st, right? Yeah. So yeah, let's get your, what's going on, Cancer? I feel like there's some hesitation. I almost said indecisiveness, but it's not quite indecisiveness because you know what you have to do, but you're not moving. So let's look at September. And that's right now. That's what I'm getting right now. And I've got the Viking Oracle deck out, which is beautiful, by the way. This was shown to me when I asked the universe for a masculine deck. Like, I love the goddess decks and all the divine feminine, but we need some masculine. Come on, for fuck's sake. All right, so awesome, because you got 8, 9, and then Odin. So let's look at these. Okay. Fenrir. Oh, my kid would love this. My son would love this because he loves Fenrir and loves the wolves. I am going to look it up and read out of the book because I am still learning all of these and their intricacies. But I'll let you gaze at this artwork. This deck is gorgeous. I highly recommend it. So Fenrir the wolf. Again, it's 8, which is infinity, which is divine union, which always starts within. It can also speak to divine union without, right? Which is really, everything is in here, you guys. If we pan back enough, everything's happening in here. There's nothing out here anyway. And so if you are in a certain place in here and you're able to call somebody who is matching your frequency in from heart to heart, then that is a divine union, and it's going to be beautiful. But it starts within, okay? Make sure you're balancing within always, even if you have that partner, okay? There is, okay, and I love this. So there is power in endings. Let go of your hatred. Belittling others to make yourself feel superior is never wise. Now, I don't feel like you're necessarily, this is not going to resonate with all of you, obviously, but I don't feel like you're necessarily doing this, but I feel like maybe there's something that has happened in your past that you do feel bad about, something that you did that you regret. It is time to forgive yourself and move forward. I feel like for a lot of you, there's no way to make it right anyway, because maybe that person is no longer in your life, or that situation is just so far gone. This could be something to do, right? We're on this upward spiral, right, of time. And so there's like a 7-year cycle. There's like many cycles, but there's like a 7-year cycle. So if something happened 7 years ago, 2018-ish, right? And it's coming back around that you have shame around, it's time to heal that, okay? Do not automatically fear those whom you may not fully understand. And I feel like this is coming from this healing of healing this shame, or healing something that, and it could be a collective shame too, like, right? Women have the witch wound, right? We have this shame. We've been made to feel ashamed of being magical women, right? And so it could simply speak to that too for some of you. But it's about really accepting and embracing everyone exactly the way they are, as long as they're not harming themselves or somebody else, right? I always have to make that caveat. It's like, we're obviously stand up for what's right, and you know, all these things, but embracing everyone in their own purpose, right? In their own skin, the way they need to be to present, the way they need to present themselves to the world. Okay, first impressions are not always correct. Okay, that's always good advice. Let's see. Okay, so Fenrir, this is interesting. So, and this is why this message is associated with Fenrir, is it talks about Fenrir being betrayed, okay? It was prophesied that 3 of Loki's children would destroy the world at Ragnarok, okay? I love that Ragnarok's coming up because we are definitely in this apocalyptic time, which apocalypse really just means, it means unveiling or like shining the light on something, like revealing something, okay? Boy, are we definitely in that time. It's not the end of the world, it's the end of the old, okay? It's the end of the old that isn't working for anybody anyway. But when Fenrir and his 2 siblings, Jormungandr and Hel, okay, were seen to grow more powerful each day, the gods began to worry. Odin asked they all be brought to him, and you got Odin as well, which is cool. Then Odin threw Jormungandr into that deep sea that lies around all lands, and Hel was given the realm of Helheim, from whence she could not escape, okay? This left Fenrir for the gods to deal with. The gods approached Fenrir, telling him they wanted to test the strength of some bindings. He was suspicious. Okay. Oh, wow, okay. Only if one of the gods put their... Fenrir, who was suspicious, said they could do so, but only if one of the gods put their right hand into his mouth for insurance. The god Tyr volunteered. He put his hand into the huge jaws of Fenrir, and when the gods bound Fenrir fast to a huge stone, he bit Tyr's hand. While we can sympathize with the gods who are trying to save their world, we can also feel the justice in Fenrir's savage reaction. So it's interesting because there might be justice coming through that is going to look different to everybody. All you can do is follow your own heart, okay? Now we're going to go on to Berkano, which is 9. So you've got 8, 9. You are coming to the end of this cycle, and 9 is the 9th month, or September. 9 is the 9th. I don't know if you knew that. September is the 9th month. So from something small and insignificant, this is like a little sapling, right, that's growing. From something small and insignificant, Berkano's talks about something big. From something small and insignificant, something big will grow. A birth, literal or figurative, doesn't mean you're going to get pregnant, doesn't mean you're going to have a baby, okay, necessarily. But a birth will change your life. Take the current opportunity for a fresh start. Keep your plans close to your chest. Silence is wisdom's best reply. So the one thing about these, like, what it's speaking to is, yes, the saplings need a lot of care to grow, but at the same time, if you overdo it, you can kill them that way too. So overdoing it in that, like, you're like sharing with everybody before it's time, okay? So like telling everybody, oh, I have a tree, I have a tree, I have a tree, when it's just a sapling, right? That kind of thing, like I want to say putting the cart before the horse, but it's not quite that energy, but I think you know what I'm talking about. So this energy of September for you, Cancer, is you may have something growing. Don't tell everybody in your world yet about it, because I feel like for some of you, there will be people who will harsh your buzz, who will suck the passion out of it for you, who will ruin it for you. Only tell those you truly trust. And then you got Odin. Let's get the... Seek guidance. Odin comes through as a protector and a mentor, okay? Seek guidance to resolve an issue. He's like the wise old owl of the deck, right? Gather knowledge from a variety of sources. Respect experience. Yeah. Actually listen to those who have experience in what you're trying to discover, right? It takes time to develop wisdom and knowledge. Be patient. Spread the runes to receive more knowledge. Ooh, interesting. Get a hold of, I have somebody who does rune readings. If you want a rune reading, comment and I will give you information for my friend Rain, who does rune readings. They're amazing. They're absolutely amazing, and he's very much tuned in to the he has an Elder Futhark rune set, and he's very much tuned into this whole world. He is the All-Father, so he's the king, right? And so it also speaks to really stepping into your masculine energy right now, Cancer. And a lot of people are getting this message. It's like you've been conceiving and you've been creating within, you've been healing, you've been deep in this introspective energy. Now it's time to, and now this could be the scariest time, right? Now it's time to birth the baby, and that's the masculine energy. I know that sounds weird. Now it's time to push the baby out, and that requires doing, right? So it's time to bring that baby into the world, and that could be whatever you've been working on. And so Cancer, it's time for you to really, it's like a leap of faith, but it's more like just trust and do that hard thing, and you will not be sorry.